Good morning. This is Mike Houston with your Wednesday morning weather hazard briefing for Southeast Idaho. Looking at our key points for the week, we have an active weather pattern which will continue into the weekend with additional rounds of snow anticipated well into the next week. Below normal temperatures will continue through the week as well. Looking at satellite imagery this morning, we see a low pressure system working through California with the associated plume of moisture lifting northeast through Nevada into southeast Idaho. Looking at our weather risk outlook, we have some lingering impacts this morning due to some breezy conditions and lingering snow. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Otherwise, we'll see a cold start to the region tomorrow morning with the next round of snow working its way into our area sometime in the afternoon hours and continuing into the night and Friday, where we'll see our next impactful snow event. And then Saturday, we see another cold start to the morning and another round of snow working into the region during the afternoon and continuing through Sunday. Looking at our watches and warnings that are currently out this morning, we do have a winter weather advisory here in the Sun Valley region. You can see Boise has a winter storm warning out for the Fairfield area. Primarily, this is mostly due to blowing snow at this time. We do expect to see some light snow into the morning hours, but as we'll see here in a minute, this will be dropping off fairly rapidly this morning. We may actually see these highlights being cleared before noon today. We do continue to see winter weather advisor here across the southern highlands, where we do expect to see some additional snow accumulation through the day today and some breezy conditions. Looking at our storm track this morning, here's that low pressure system that I pointed out on satellite imagery this morning. And as we look at the snow totals with that, most of the snowfall or measurable snowfall that we'll expect to see through the morning hours here will be across the southeast highlands, as that moisture lifts up out of Nevada into southeast Idaho. That low pressure system drops down into the California desert by later this afternoon, and with it the moisture will begin to shift well south and east of the region. We may just see a light dusting of snow here in the afternoon hours across the southeast highlands. Otherwise, we'll begin a drying trend. Daytime highs today generally running in the 30s here throughout the Snake River Plain and eastern Magic Valley, and 20s in the Central Mountains and eastern highlands. As I mentioned, we do have a little bit of wind today around that low. Winds coming up out of the southeast here across the southeast highlands, and then dropping south and west down the Snake River Plain towards Boise in the Snake River Plain here. So a little bit of wind, not too terribly bad, but enough to cause some blowing and drifting this morning. Okay, advancing our storm track to Thursday afternoon. That low now working its way through New Mexico, with Armageddon expected to set into Texas region. If we look upstream here, we do see our next storm system working its way into western Canada. That'll shear east along the border. We'll see some increasing winds across our region and a chance of snow, and mainly those westerly upslope facing regions of the Central Mountains and Eastern Highlands. We'll take a look at those snow totals here in a second. High temperatures on Thursday, notably colder here, especially in the Upper Valley, where we're only expecting lower 20s for readings in most regions. I guess moderate or mild down here in the Burley area. We'll see those types of readings through the rest of the week, by the way. Here are the winds for Thursday afternoon beginning to pick up across the region. Thursday afternoon with, I'd say, breezy conditions down here in the Burley region. As we work our way out on the storm track here to Friday afternoon, that storm system now beginning to exit the region. We do look upstream and we can see the next storm system already pressing fairly quickly towards the northwest coast. So we'll see that in the next couple of panels. But for the most part, on Friday here, we're expecting some wind and ongoing precipitation. We may even see advisory level snowfall here across the eastern highlands. Most of the valley locations sub-advisory, but some of these mountain ranges here may actually cross the threshold for an advisory. Some of the valley locations here, especially along these eastern benches, may see some accumulations, but if you get out here into the Mud Lake region, Arco area, where we'll see basically downsloping flow off the central mountains, they probably won't see much in the way of snowfall there. Advancing to Friday afternoon, here are the wind gusts we expect as that system's going by. Wind gusts into the 40s here across the Burley area may require a wind advisory for us if these are realized. And you can see similar conditions here across the higher elevations of the Central Mountains and Southeast Highlands. Okay, working our way out to Saturday now, that low-pressure system setting up off the coast. And what will happen is over the course of the weekend and into early next week, we'll see chunks of energy being ejected from the low and across our area. And as each wave pushes through the region, we'll see some enhanced snowfall across the area. Here's just a look at 24-hour accumulations ending Sunday afternoon, generally sub-advisory across the Central Mountains and Eastern Highlands, and then just a dusting here in the Snake River Plain. I'm sure this will change as we get closer to this particular event, but we'll see a couple more of these through the weekend and early next week. Okay, in summary, we have an active weather pattern continuing throughout the weekend, and with additional rounds of snow anticipated well into the next week. We do expect to see below normal temperatures continuing across the region. That's all I had for you here this morning. If you had any comments, questions, or concerns, you can reach out to us at the number of avenues here listed on the screen. Thank you.